Hi, good morning. I'm Brian Smallwood with Villa Realty Group and CapeCoralHomeVultures.com. I want to take a minute and share with you today our potential future prospects of how we operate here to help our customers get their very best deal in real estate here in Southwest Florida. I'm here this morning with Mr. Coney and his great friends, Carol and Mark Ingoldsby out of New Hampshire. They are now new residents to our area here in Cape Coral, Florida. And I'm going to let them share with you a little bit about their experience and how the whole thing unfolded and how we participated in helping them achieve their goals. So start off with Dick here this morning a little bit. He made the original contact with Villa Realty and our Cape Coral Home Vultures website, and later made referral to his friends Ingoldsby, which is a leap of faith to know that he was recommending it to the right people. So, Dick, share with the people out here, that if you would, of what gave you the confidence to share the information about my services and my company.
Well, with Brian, I had talked with him for the last two and a half years. I caught his website. I happened to be searching the web and caught his website, and he started referring me to different homes and different areas. Cape Coral, Lehigh Acres, and others in North Fort Myers. And in talking with my friend, knowing these two people for the last 30 years, they were interested in moving south. I've been down here just in the winter for 30 years and love the area, and introduced them to Brian Smallwood with Villa Realty, and these are my friends, Mark and Carol Ingoldsby.
So Dick, tell me a little bit about that. I mean, your experience, you deal in business a lot, and I'm sure we weren't the only website that you went to. How did we stand out of the crowd, or how are we different, or was my services different than maybe others that you probably Google searched or www and talked to maybe?
Well, with your personal contact and your telephone conversations over 2.5 years were very interesting and inspiring in this particular location, Cape Coral. You knew a lot about the area. You knew different homes, different areas of business, and we had talked about businesses and personal homes. So Brian really had the knowledge and the power of contact through the site and then personal contact that really grabbed me, that he was a fair and honest realtor in the area and very knowledgeable.
Thank you. And that is the absolute best compliment that I can be paid, is that somebody really picked up on the idea that I really had sincere interest. So I guess it'd be fair to say I wasn't there just for the quick hit.
That's correct.
Okay. So many times, 2 or 3 phone calls, and I hear this from many customers. They called 2 or 3 times and I didn't buy, so they kind of faded away. So then you felt comfortable enough through our interactions of 12, 24 months, whatever it was, to make referral to your friends who were coming down to be now a new Florida resident. By the way, welcome to the area.
Thank you.
So this was a very interesting situation. I mean, a little bit different. Many, and for those out there will see that I have many videos of others that did the plunge of buying it without ever seeing the home, number one, okay? Usually the people will take the 10 to 15 day right of inspection and then fly down and inspect the home. But for you guys, you never made that final inspection. You kind of entrusted my judgment to understand exactly what it was your desires would be. And you saw the home just a couple of days ago for the very first time. We did communicate for a couple of months. Really kind of went pretty fast. You got a sale in your house up north, and we put a couple other offers out there, but you really took a leap of faith, and trust, number one, that was a big part. I mean, that's a lot of money, a big deal, but not just the money. This is where you're going to spend probably the rest of your life, so it really needed to be just so. So how do you feel that part worked out? Tell me in your guys' own words.
Well, I mean, I enjoyed looking at the listing book, and Dick was sending it to me, and then I contacted you, and I had you send it directly to me. And I it kept me abreast of the prices per square foot. I could look at a house after a while and say, well, you know, they want this, but the square foot's a little high, I could probably get it for that in today's market. And the good thing about the listing book was that it meant, you know, it had the criteria in there. Very rarely did I get a house that was not meeting what I wanted. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, pool, caged. Her only thing was palm trees, and we got those. And so that, I mean, that was the plus. But working with you was easy. You were very responsive, email-wise and cell phone-wise, answering all my silly questions. And you know, I've owned quite a few homes. I've owned 7 homes, so I mean, it wasn't new. What was new to me was the area. You know, you come from New England, you know what to expect. You come down here, you just have an idea of what to expect. But you brought the reality to it, and we thank you for it.
Okay, well, thank you very much. So how about you, Carol?
I can't think of too much more to add than that. I mean, you said it was a leap of faith for us, and it was. And we just, through the whole process, felt very confident that it was going to go well. You know, the only thing that could have gone wrong is if we had got into this house and it smelled funny and we were never going to get rid of it. But you had already been in it. You know, you were on the phone with Mark.
While being inside and outside the house.
You know, another thing I liked was, you know, we may have liked houses and, you know, that we had seen online. But we don't know. We didn't know the neighborhood. You know, you steered us to nice neighborhoods where properties were, you know, and this one came up and it was like, wow, I think I can live here.
Well, careful word, when you use the word steer in real estate, you know, I informed you about neighborhoods that were suitable to your like-kind interests, and mostly values.
Mostly the fact that it was a neighborhood,
where there were no neighbors.
Right, yeah, because we're not allowed to, if you will, steer people.
No, I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah, and I know you did.
I had told you earlier, you know, we had looked at houses that were pretty much by themselves, and I said that was something I didn't want. Get me away from that. Get me more of a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. You didn't want a lot of vacant homes around and so on and so forth.
No.
Utilities in and paid for was a big part.
Yeah.
Big part.
So, your initial reaction finally Sunday when you guys flew in, which by the way, I mean, most of our contacts were normal business, but there are times where it's Saturday, Sunday, after 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. Sometimes I meet with people in the morning on the phone or in the office at
you were
early
always
morning.
very accommodating, whatever. So Sunday we flew in, and Dickie picked us up, and we went right to the house, and we were there, and we unlocked the door, and we walked in, and we were like, wow, this is really... And there were no surprises.
No, not really. We knew the few things that it was gonna need, and a lot of the small things were addressed that we didn't even ask to have done. You made sure it got done. It was just your personal thing that you wanted. You couldn't see any reason why they couldn't take care of a lot of that little stuff. You know, and there's nothing really major that I can see other than the normal everyday
And that's the
taking
whole
care of a
idea
house.
about coming down here. I just retired April 20th. And I still feel like I'm on vacation right now.
Yeah.
Wait till the truck comes with the furniture.
Yeah.
But,
And the maintenance.
but I mean, I don't want him, you know, we in the last 16 years, rebuilt a house that was horrible up north. And it was kind of sad leaving all that hard work and stuff. But we had been talking for 10 years. When we retire, we're moving to Florida. I don't like the cold, can't stand the cold, don't want to have anything more to do with it. If anybody dies up there, it better be in the summer because I'm not going back in the winter.
So,
But, you know, I don't want him to have to work.
right.
You know, we can do a little landscaping and tweaking and things like that, but no big projects.
And that home was move-in ready, and of
Yep.
course, you know, so I guess the summarization is, we did mentally connect what your goals and interests
Yep.
were, because I mean, that's the number one biggest thing is people find it hard to imagine that I could actually understand that they feel like they need to see it themselves to pick it out, and that doesn't always work the best. So this is how we get the homes, the best choice to match our customers,
Yep.
get the best deal before they waste the time to come down.
Yes.
You listened to the customer and met the needs, and along with a lot of people you hooked us up with, including the inspector who sent us 111 pictures, you really have a pretty good idea, you know, without having to be there, but you finalize it by that last walkthrough, and it was pretty much what we expected.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, the home itself meeting your expectations, closest described would be,
I'd say 9.
I'd say 10.
All right.
okay, so, a little more credit,
So
but that's
add-
okay.
Average 9.5.
There you go, 9.5, and I'll accept that any day. So, anyhow, I'm here to help. You can reach me direct, area 239-281-4663. I hope to meet you again soon, and thanks again, you guys. Welcome again to the neighborhood.
Thank you,
Thank
Brian.
you
All right,
so
you guys.
much. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
All right.
Brian.